hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission. Trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365, until I reach the heavens. Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new pot to piss in. Trying to school my partners, I don't think they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the rich. Every single day.
All right, we back. Let's get into the Draco the Ruler. But why is this nigga wearing this shit? This man here is unbelievable.
I'm revealing the fact.
Put my headphone off. I got it playing through the headphones.
Face of the person who killed Draco the Ruler, and I'm breaking down in grave details how they were able to kill Draco the Ruler at a packed out festival.
Chaos at a packed concert featuring rap legends like Snoop Dogg and Ice Cube. A person was stabbed and police have shut down the show.
Well, a man is reported dead after being stabbed at a concert in Exposition Park last night. TMZ is reporting the victim was rapper Draco the Ruler.
Yeah,
it happened around 8:30 last night during the Once Upon a Time in LA Music Festival being held at the Bank of California Stadium.
A couple of days ago, I made a post where I announced I'm about to expose and reveal who killed a really famous LA rapper. A lot of famous LA rappers have died. I never said the name of who I was about to expose. But when that post went up, almost immediately, hit dogs began hollering. One of the hit dogs who's been hollering the loudest, trying to get me not to drop this video, is Inglewood Family Blood Munchie B, who Draco the Ruler famously dissed in his Inglewood diss when he says, I just dropped 50 on a blind ninja, he ain't see it coming. He was talking about Munchie B. Munchie B thought that targeting me and my parents for something one of my relatives did would sway me from dropping his video. It didn't. Munchie would even make a threat that he wasn't done with me and he was going to be at me every day if I dropped this video.
Frederick, your real name, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, Frederick, Jala, I'm going to tell you why your name, that last name, on Inglewood Family. Any female need to run from the Jala last name. It ain't straight. On any resume, it ain't straight. I swear to God, bro. Flacco, I'm not done right here, bro. I'm on your bumper because you're a horny frog, bro.
On Bloods, why this nigga so mad? Come on, Blood, I don't understand. Blood, why this nigga so mad? Whoa, because I'm confused, all right? If you have nothing to do with Draco the Ruler's death, if you or your homies and Inglewood families have nothing to do with Draco the Ruler's death, then why are you going so hard trying to get me not to drop this video? Once that didn't work, another Blood from Inglewood called Frosty the Snowman, who in my opinion was put up to this by Munchie B, called Adam 22 and began to threaten Adam 22 that if I drop this video exposing Draco the Ruler's killer, that they're gonna treat it as if No Jumper dropped it. This is just age-old LA tactics.
It's kind of content it's gonna get treated like No Jumper's the ones dropping that content.
Definitely.
Which he's right. On one hand, I think Flacco's totally within his right to expose whatever he wants to say about an ongoing investigation. Because I mean, it's not any different than what happens in the real media world, where the New York Times, if they find out that there's an investigation going on into a alleged crime that Donald Trump committed, they are going to publish an article.
We've been dealing with LA bullies our entire life. The reason why they contacted Adam when them coming at my family and me didn't do anything is because they think, well, Flacco is associated with No Jumper. So if Adam, can get scared, then maybe Adam will scare Flacco into not doing it. Or if Adam tells Flacco, hey, man, if you drop it, your job is at risk, bro. Just, again, LA bully tactics that didn't work, right? Because Adam isn't terrified, isn't scared. Nobody is scared of gangbangers anymore, Blood. That's a fact. All right, gangbangers don't scare nobody. So, of course, none of it works. But I'm confused as to why Munchie B is going this hard because I'm in gang members' business. When Munchie B has kept me in gang members' business for as long as I know him. Somebody go ask Munchie B how me, a civilian from North Dakota, knows who shot and killed Rosemo in Inglewood. Go ask him. Just so the streets don't think I'm bluffing, I'm going to get the...
See, that was his first mistake. The nigga from North Dakota. You think he wasn't going to use all that information the first opportunity he got, nigga? The first opportunity he got, look at him. Doing it to you. A nigga from North Dakota. I don't even know no real nigga from North Dakota.
Streets of Henna safe. Something right now that only the streets would know.
I know a real nigga that went to play college in South Dakota. went to play football in college in South Dakota. I know a nigga that played. He was a real nigga. Even though that he go back, he like, I fuck with South Dakota. Only know real niggas from North Dakota. I'm pretty sure it's real niggas everywhere around the world, especially in North Dakota. I ain't even saying he ain't no real nigga. I'm just saying, bro, if that's your partner, well, I don't know. I don't know what happened with them. That was his real partner. It was this and going on, but I know I heard how Flacco got him the job at No Jumper in the first place.
That I know. That's the hint. Now, I would never reveal this information, but if Munchie B have kept me in the streets business for a long time, why is he all of a sudden mad that I'm doing street content? Is it because he's intimately involved with Draco the Ruler's death? See, I asked Munchie B this on the No Jumper Show. Again, from my perspective, if Munchie is saying he has nothing to do with that, then why Munchie B so upset that he's willing to diss me and go out the way to cause this much trouble?
Hey, Flacco, hey. It's like, look.
Answer that question, though. If Munchie B has
He looking for a certain answer. I ain't gonna give it to him.
I feel like he's the only podcaster from Inglewood Family, so he feels like it's kind of on him.
So the family has something to do with that.
I don't know what you talk. What are you talking about, bro?
Okay, let's be real.
That's my question again.
When it comes to Bloods, Munchie is obviously kind of it has always been at the forefront of the Draco versus the Bloods beef. So I feel like it's not really that surprising that Munchie ends up speaking on behalf of the other side of that, right?
I think like
Munchie B has said he has nothing to do with that. The Bloods have nothing to do with that. They have nothing to do with that. So again, if Munchie B and Inglewood families have nothing to do with that, then why is Munchie B so passionate about this and is causing this much trouble and dissing me over a potential video that don't even exist yet? What was I trying to do, Munchie? Well, if Munchie B don't want to give the world an answer as to why he's so upset I'm doing this video, then I'll give the world the answer. The reason why Munchie B is so upset is because the person who killed Draco the Ruler, the person who took the knife and actually stabbed Draco the Ruler, well, that person is really close to Munchie B. But of course, I'm not saying anything new because Munchie B slipped up and said on Clubhouse that he passed a bottle to Draco the Ruler's killer almost every day.
No, man, Drake.
So okay. Flacco felt like it was his duty, it was his responsibility as your homeboy in the first place. In the first place. He felt like because you was his partner, he got you on. He was probably trying to look out for you on the slide, and you didn't even know it. He probably trying to look out for you. He was probably trying to clean that shit up after you fucked up on Clubhouse saying that bullshit. He was probably trying to clean that shit up for you. But now since y'all, I don't know if he still got love. I don't know, but he probably was trying to clean it up for you. But you started the hoopla. It wasn't Flacco that started. It was you with this statement. Because this is what everybody was talking about. Before I even heard Flacco talk about it, it was niggas talking about this statement right here. It was niggas talking about this statement right here.
Draco's dead, bro. What are we talking about? Don't make me disrespectful. Hold on, homie. Hey, bro, look. Hold on. Hey, you know Draco used to be on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You know Draco was on the table and ain't there no more, right? Hold on. You do know I said Draco and his brother worked there on Friday. You know they're every Tuesday, right? Shut your dumb ass up, bro. Hey, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Hey, bro, the nigga that killed Draco, I passed the bottle back and forth to him all the time. What are you talking about? Bro, Draco is dead, bro. Draco is dead, bro. Why are you talking about that nigga?
Hey, bro, you heard what I just said, right?
Draco put 50 on a blind nigga and he's dead. Why are you talking about him?
Draco the Ruler ain't never did his long live the ruler forever. But I'm glad you said that because it's time to expose which one of Munchie B's friends who killed Draco the Ruler that he passes the bottle to every day. And I'm also glad, Munchie, that you contacted the Crips to apologize for saying too much because your homie is responsible for other people's deaths. I'm glad you called and apologized and confirmed that your homie is the killer of Draco the Ruler. I'm glad you did that, Munchie. I'm glad you were dumb enough to confess that your homie is the one who killed Draco the Ruler. Now, unfortunately for you, I got his identity, his name, and let's expose that right now. When Draco the Ruler was initially invited to the festival that he lost his life at, he was skeptical. He was reluctant to go. Because when you look at the flyer for the festival, YG was also set to perform. And obviously Draco and the world was well aware that while YG was discussing Draco the Ruler or No Jumper, YG told Adam 22 that he's not doing no rap beef with Draco, right? Him and his dudes beef for real. And if it's beef, which it was with YG and Draco, him and his dudes is gonna come and get you. Draco understood that was a threat towards him, and that YG was publicly stating that they're gonna come and get Draco.
Like people be knowing, like if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not finna be going out there doing no rap distance because like if it's smoke, it's really smoke with us. We ain't playing, you know. So like I'm gonna tell the homies the same shit, bro. I done told you through that. Like we ain't doing none of that weird shit for nothing for the rap. No, we not on none of that. We trying to make hits. We can move around, get rich, have fun. All that rap beef and all that. We not rap beefing. We really beefing. The homies gonna get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we ain't even trying to do that. We chilling. We not on that. So you know what I'm saying? That's what I tell the homies. That's what I tell the homies that who I be with, that I hang with. You know what I'm saying? Like D3 young, bro. That's not cool. Like we ain't going to that.
Right. It's kind of like a shortcut to like getting you a couple million views.
As reluctant as he was, Draco still agreed to come to the festival and perform for several reasons. A, he was being paid $50,000 to come and perform. And then two, Snoop Dogg personally called Draco and asked him to come to the festival and perform. Draco had love for Snoop, so he couldn't turn that down. And Draco also got assurance from people he respected like Wack 100 who told him that they will be there as well. So if he come early enough, they'll be able to link up with him and he will have some reinforcement. However, Draco the Ruler came super late and came after Wack 100 and his crew already left.
We was actually waiting on Draco to make sure he got in and out right, but shit, we waited on him an hour and something. You know, I had 100 tickets. I had 4 artists performing. I had Game, I had Blueface, Coyote, and True Car. So I told Nephew we was gonna wait up for him and make sure he got in and out of there right. But after holding Blue and holding Game and the team, oh wow, they was with it. And like, bro, I don't think he gonna show up. Let's roll. I called his little brother and then was there early, about 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you know, they was good. By the time we got to the Sprinter and got to the freeway, we got the call. He was dead.
Draco needed every one of those numbers to save his life because the plot to murder Draco was already in place by the time Draco got to the festival. Now, the reason why Draco was so late to the festival is because he had to make multiple stops before getting to the festival. So Draco and his security guard met up at his home in the hills. Draco and his security guard left his house in the hills and drove over to the Awful Lot of Call Center parking lot to link up with Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, and others to then drive over to the festival. Before they started driving over to the festival, Draco had a conversation with everybody he was with. He told everybody, get rid of whatever you guys have on you. Get rid of any guns, anything illegal you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Draco didn't want to get to the festival and have problems with the police or security. So he told his crew, whatever you guys have on you, get rid of it right now. Everybody who was with Draco got rid of everything illegal they had on them before they began to drive over to the festival.
Man,
while Draco was driving over to the festival, he was getting live updates from members of his entourage, like Donut, who was already at the festival. Draco had a hunch something was wrong, so he had people at the festival setting parameter and just like testing the temperature and looking at who was already there. Draco felt a little more at ease as they got closer to the festival because the people he had in place at the festival already was telling Draco, yo, we ran across YG and his homies and these Bloods that we don't get along with, but they seen us, they know we are part of your entourage and we're part of your crew, and they didn't do nothing or say nothing to us. So it looks like everything is chill. At the time, they seen that as a positive sign. But looking back in hindsight, that was a negative sign.
But like I said, we were just checking in. We've been there all day. I personally was up all day. I can say, well, I checked, for the check-in team. So we there. They said, you go with the homie, let's stay here, man. Make sure it's cool for them. Make sure, for you. Niggas got current, it's comfortable. We run into everybody who we think we're going to bump heads with. Ain't nothing happens. A couple of it. Nothing happens.
In hindsight, that was a bad sign. They seen you guys. They didn't get along with you guys, but nobody said nothing. That's because y'all weren't the target. They weren't going to set it off with the entourage, and now everybody gets kicked out, and then they miss Draco when Draco come in. No, Draco the Ruler was the target from the very beginning. Draco was walking into a literal death trap. Everybody was colluding against Draco the Ruler. When Draco, his security guard, Ralphie, K7, Chief and Heavily, when they got to the festival, they went to the security entrance for the artist. When they got to the security entrance for the artist, the security guard said, what's up, blood? And they told Draco the Ruler they can't go through that entrance, even though Draco the Ruler was performing and he was an artist. And he's like, what? Wait, why can't I come through this entrance? Nah, blood, you gotta go to that other entrance. As they was driving to the other entrance, there was a van in front of them. They watched the van drive all the way through the security entrance and didn't get checked at all. But when Draco and his crew of people got there, their cars got checked. They got stripped. They got checked as if this was like the airport security, bro. They couldn't even bring a lighter in, but a van in front of them went right through. This is when Draco ignored a couple of signs that was supposed to trigger something within him. The van before you got right through without being checked. The security guard, who was a blood, told you can't go through the artist entrance. You had to go through this other entrance you had no idea of.
Right.
Clearly something was up. After they was done getting checked, they got the green light to proceed further. When they was driving up, they went past that van. And the van that didn't get checked, when they drove past it, they seen members from YG crew.
Ain't no way you ignored them signs. Fuck that. Ain't no way you ignored them signs. Man, ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, boy. You ignored them signs, boy. You ignored them signs. Ain't no way your ass ignored them signs, boy. That shit crazy as fuck. You ignored them signs. Damn, rest in peace, you, boy. I ain't even really know about you. Damn, boy, you ignored that shit. You must have thought them niggas was up there still waiting for you.
400 members, they were in that van. When they finally hopped out the vehicle, they began to walk past several members of 400 and YG crew with 400 shirts on. They also walked past several BPS members. One member right here, you see, have a Cardinals jacket on. When Draco finally walked in, it was a literal united Blood Nation front against Draco. A private investigator says when he reviewed the footage of Draco at the festival, getting into the altercation that took his life, he counted 113 Blood members who swarmed Draco. It was perfectly clear this wasn't something that happened on a whim. This was something that was carefully and strategically planned out. This was a murder that was planned out days in advance. Because when Draco walked in, people had on ski masks. A rapper named K7 who was fighting next to Draco identified the man who was able to sneak in the knives to give to the assassins. His name is Gloves. He was YG security guard for years, and he still is.
Cheers. I'm speaking facts, bro. YG in real life, all the bro. I don't give a bro. I'm so mad, bro. My mama, bro. YG did some hoes, bro. And if I see, cuz I'm gonna slap the shit out that. On all this stuff talking like they hard, bro. But they fight big ass security. You got those security guards fighting. Come on, bro. That's cool, bro. On my mama, bro. The big ass ball security guard snuck in knives, all type of weird.
The person he's saying snuck the knives in that was used to kill Draco is a man by the name of Big Gloves, as you see right here. He's YG security guard. Anywhere you see YG, you see him. This was strategically
Hey man, when that shit war though, ain't it? Nigga, they was dissing and said it was water and shit. It's a lot of niggas that be like that, bro. Them be the real niggas. Them niggas they really ain't with that rap dissing, bro. Like, niggas be like, you know what? We're not even finna do no shit on wax with you, bro. We're not doing no back and forth rap dissing, bro.
methodically planned. Because as soon as Draco walked in at 8:30, and by 8:32, it already sparked off. They were already in place, already had their knives, waiting for Draco to walk in so they could murder Draco.
We got there at 8:30. It was cracking at 8:32, like type shit. Like,
wow.
Yeah, that's the type of shit. Yeah.
I think your mom said it was around 40 to 60 men in masks.
No, it was like 100 something.
Really?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
What do you say to people saying it was a setup? Because they were saying he shouldn't have been on the same bill as some of those other people at all.
I mean, shit, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you know, then like I wouldn't say, you know what I'm saying? That if you know, you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? We pulled up at 8:30, 8:32. It was cracking like this. Shit like that.
So I'm guessing you saw it happen.
It was. I mean, I think everything happened in motion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right then and there. It wasn't no 70 people packing out Draco. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just happened right there.
Yeah.
I feel like it just happened like all in one motion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever got to Draco, like, to just get Draco. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was all in one motion.
Yeah.
The footage of them getting swarmed from 100 Bloods, from Pyrus to Inglewood families to BPS, that's on YouTube. Now, if you look at the still shot from this video, you see Draco is behind his security. Draco is still swinging, but he's behind his security. Now, a lot of people mistakenly believe this is the footage of Draco getting stabbed. It's not. When they walked in, they walked past BPS members, Inglewood family members, a lot of Bloods, they weren't fazed. They began to walk, trying to get to their place, trying to get on stage, trying to perform. Draco homie, Chief and Heavily, who has a store in LA, he falls behind. And as he falls behind the group, they try to rob him for his chain. Some Blood members try to rob him for his chain. When they try to rob him, he was able to escape. And he runs over to Draco, Ralphie, and the crew and says, yo, did you try to rob me? Some Blood try to rob me. Draco says, what? Draco security Coop tells Draco, hey, yo, keep pushing. Keep going. Draco said, F that. Who did it? As Draco turned around to try to figure out who tried to rob his homies, they swarmed them. They absolutely swarmed them. Now, they was fighting for about a minute. Draco did not get stabbed in that video. Draco did not get stabbed in that video. They were fighting for about a minute. As they were fighting for about a minute, LAPD begins to walk down, so the crowd begins to disperse. However, there's people still there. Now, LAPD is shouting, the security guard is shouting at LAPD, yo, get them, get them. Multiple dudes then bum rushed Draco and his security guard, Coop. Coop then was able to get one dude, but then the other dude was able to go around Coop and stab Draco in his neck and stabbed him. Coop is yelling at LAPD, get him. LAPD then flashed the light, and before they could flash the light, the dude took off. But who was that dude that stabbed Draco in his neck? Who was it? He's a friend of Munchie B called Frankenstone. His legal name is Frank Williams. Now, this particular screenshot right here is footage from another murder Frank Williams is involved in. We are not going to show the footage or identify the victim of the murder because we personally don't want to include the victim in anything out of respect for him and his family. That footage that I'm not going to show nor identify who the victim was, that footage is of Frankenstone, aka Frank Williams, stabbing another victim in the neck after an altercation at an after party spot. He murdered this victim the same way he murdered Draco. The victim held his hand out to shake Frank Williams' hand. Frank Williams refused to shake his hand and then stalked him all across the building and then ultimately stabbed him. Now, the police believe that he did this to promote or assist the Black P. Stones. He's currently out on bail as he's fighting this murder case. Now, when he found out that I was going to do this video about him, that I was going to identify him as the man who stabbed and killed Draco the Ruler, he deleted his Instagram, his Facebook, he deleted all traces of himself from online. But it's too late for him to run and hide. The police have identified him because people who were present has identified him as the one who did it. Not only is the police identifying him as a suspect in this, but the streets, him and his homies, have told people that he was the one who stabbed and killed Draco. The streets credit him, Frankenstone, Frank Williams, as the one who stabbed and killed Draco the Ruler. People who were present behind the scenes have told anyone willing to listen that Frankenstone is who stabbed and killed Draco the Ruler. It's just a fact. Now, the question here is, why would he stab and kill Draco the Ruler? What did he have to gain from it? Well, Frank Williams was really close friends with Red Bull, and he's really close friends with Munchie B. And as Munchie B stated, Draco the Ruler died because he got out of jail and began to diss Red Bull, who was right-hand man and really close with Frank Williams, aka Frankenstone.
What y'all was saying when he was on record disrespecting my homie, rest in peace. He can't talk back, but you disrespecting him. You know what I'm saying?
Long live Red Bull, man.
Long live Red Bull. So, you know, and when he passed, I kicked him while he was down, literally. Hey, look, bro. Hey, people invite certain energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel bad for nobody over there except for his mama, bro. His mama lost his son because he wanted to entertain a little too much, man.
Munchie B said he kicked Draco while he was down, literally. Munchie B ain't do a goddamn thing to Draco. This is just Munchie B. This is what Munchie B does, okay? Munchie B is going out of his way to try to include himself as if he was the one who kicked Draco while he was down. Nobody kicked Draco while he was down. Cut it out, man. Draco didn't get stomped out, right? They stabbed Draco and ran and did a 40-yard dash. But this is Munchie B confirming that the reason why Draco got stabbed and killed is because he disrespected Red Bull, which is, by the way, Frankenstone's right-hand man and close friend, and which is why Munchie B and Frankenstone are still really close. According to Munchie B, he passes the bottle to Frankenstone on a daily basis. Now, to add more incriminating and self-snitching, right, after Draco passed away, a Black P. Stone member, right, from the Baby Stone Gorillas, P4, he came out, right, and said they did what they did, and Draco and them did what they did, essentially claiming that the Black P. Stones is who killed Draco. Frankenstone did it.
Thoughts on that, man? Like Draco and everything.
Yeah, shit. You know, it is what it is. J-Side did what J-Side did, and you know, they did what they did. So.
Yeah. You try to stay out the politics like now more that you're like music starting to go in like a better
direction.
direction.
I'm staying out the politics, but you know what I'm saying? They know something.
He even took to his Instagram story to further claim the body for BPS and celebrate the death of Draco the Ruler. This is him literally celebrating, got the smirk and the demon emoji. And when fans pointed this out, he said quite possibly the dumbest thing you could ever say. Instead of saying we didn't do nothing, P4 wrote, bro, leave the set and Draco out the same sentence. Laughing. Y'all try to have ninjas in jail. What happened at Once Upon a Time in LA, stay there. So you know what happened at Once Upon a Time in LA. Instead of saying, hey, we didn't do nothing, hey, man, he's saying, man, listen, man, y'all know what happened, but what happened there, stay there, man. Don't bring that police stuff online. Again, bro, Frankenstein, if I'm you, bro, I'm blaming your homies, man. Your homies is the reason why we all know you killed and stabbed and killed Draco. In Frank Williams, aka Frankenstone bill package, he gave up more identifying information about himself. Right? Now, when I read this bill package, all I could do is chuckle. Because you murdered Draco the Ruler, and then you murder somebody else. And then in your bill package, you're talking about yourself as if you're like Martin Luther King or something. This is from 2024. He would claim that he's the single father of a 21-year-old daughter. His employment, he says, is he's a recording artist manager for multiple recording artist / groups. I'll be interested to see who this man is managing, right? Because as far as we know, man, he's off the grid. Like, this dude has deleted his Instagram, his Facebook. He's gone off. He's gone and hiding. So is he a recording manager for 400? I would hope YG isn't dumb enough to still have him down as a recording manager. Now, he would say he's a community activist. Bro, you are on camera murdering somebody in cold blood who organizes Thanksgiving and Christmas drives for the family. Cut it out, man. Now, he says he is a 40-year-old man facing his first violent criminal charge in 20 years. The detective currently investigating Frank Williams in the second homicide, his name is Detective Sergio Ortiz. His phone number will be somewhere on the screen. Do with that as you may. I don't know what you're going to do with. Do with that as you may. Now, Frank Williams is cooked, right? The police is already honing in on him being the guy who stabbed and killed Draco. His friends is out here telling everybody who's willing to listen that he's the one who stabbed and killed Draco. The witnesses who were there is identifying him as the one who stabbed and killed Draco. He's done. He's over with. That's the man who stabbed and killed Draco. That's his name. Anybody else, they tell you it's a lie. That's his name. Frank Williams, aka Frankenstone. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to watch another good video, stay tuned for part two. Now, Frank Williams is cooked. May. In his first violent criminal charge in 20 years. The detective currently investigating Frank Williams in the second homicide, his name is Detective Sergio Ortiz. His phone number will be somewhere on the screen. Do with that as you may. I don't know what you're going to do with. Do with that as you may. Now, Frank Williams is cooked, right? The police is already honing in on him being the guy who stabbed and killed Draco. His friends is out here telling everybody who's willing to listen that he's the one who stabbed and killed Draco. The witnesses who were there is identifying him as the one who stabbed and killed Draco. He's done. He's over with. That's the man who stabbed and killed Draco. That's his name. Anybody else, they tell you it's a lie. That's his name. Frank Williams, a.k.a. Frankenstein. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to watch another good video, stay tuned for part 2. This is just part 1. I'm doing a full deep dive into this man's life and history very soon. But we have identified the killer of Draco the Ruler, and I dare anybody to come forward and say this is not the killer. This is confirmed 100% identified. Now, I'm dropping a part 2 on Frank Williams where we do a full dive into his actual history. But if you enjoy this content, like this video and click the hype button after you like it to send me a hype to help me push this video in the algorithm. And if you enjoy this content, then click on this video right here to find.
That boy just blatantly came out and said that shit, didn't he? It's the nigga that killed them. Rest in peace, that boy Draco. We're gonna wrap this shit up. Homie TV hustles on a mission every motherfucking day. We in a lit house, whatever you do, keep the light within you shining bright, you feel me? Fuck that shade, get paid, and it's every single motherfucking day. And this has been another real nigga reaction. Get you some R&R right here, nigga reaction. Get you some well-needed rest and relaxation this weekend, you feel me? But I know I'm finna put this bitch on replay for the recap. Alright, that's it. Till next time. Hey, no, real niggas do what they want to do. Bitch niggas do what they can. Whole ass niggas gonna talk about it and fuck niggas gonna hate. Regardless. I promise you that. So do that shit to the motherfucking fullest, nigga. And remember, I am Mr. Do It Capital. And whatever you do, make sure you do it capital and create a positive impact today and later. Fuck the motherfucking haters, man. I mean that shit from the heart, nigga. I swear to motherfucking God on everything I love. On everything I motherfucking love. Get your motherfucking paper up, nigga.
Hey, I'm a hustler on a mission, grinding for that spot, a brand new partner pissing. Trying to school my partners home, they pay attention. I'm sticking to my vision, on the road to the rich. Every single day, I'm a hustler on a mission, trying to get 100 M's, nigga, I ain't kidding. I'm on a mission, 24/7, 365.